What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie298 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And if everything looks different behind me, it's because I'm currently on vacation. But I woke up today and started reading Twitter, and it looks like there's something that simply will not wait until I get home that I need to talk to you about, and that's some of the changes to policy and to monetization of videos here on YouTube. Sorry that my face is so broken out and everything. I've been swimming in the lake, and the lighting and the background and everything. What can you do? So I woke up to a few tweets in my feed by YouTuber Philip DeFranco. Philip DeFranco does a news show here on YouTube who's not afraid to, talk about some of the more controversial things. And it looks like some of his videos have been demonetized and flagged as not appropriate for advertisement due to their content. And after doing a little bit of research, it looks like a lot of YouTubers are getting hit by this, probably most notably by a YouTuber by the name of Mr. Repzion, who's had a good list of 10 videos flagged. I believe he even tried to get it appealed, but it looks like YouTube has upheld the decision after reviewing those 10 videos that they are not advertiser friendly due to their content. Now, when you look at the stuff that's getting flagged by this, it can kind of be obvious why some advertisers may not want to be associated with that. We're talking about feminist issues and social issues. We're talking about rape allegations. We're talking about some pretty heavy-handed stuff that you probably don't want your advertisement for Mountain Dew or Cheetos or Toyota to roll in front of. But this is still new on YouTube, and it's something I think we should discuss. Now, the previous policy that YouTube had in place for this may have been a better system. They pretty much only would ever pull advertisement if the video got flagged as age restricted. Otherwise, they would probably still serve advertisements on it based on the keywords that are there. With this new policy, it does look like that those same bots that were scrubbing for advertisement keywords earlier are also scrubbing for keywords of stuff that they no longer feel is appropriate to be advertised on, obviously such as discussing rape or the Pulse shootings or mass shootings in America or anything controversial that advertisers might be afraid of. And it looks like this policy is now rolling out to every YouTuber, but I will tell you that it's been in place on my channel, I guess, for the better part of the last year. If I talked about Christina Grimmie or I talked about a mass shooting or I talked about politics, often they would go ahead and demonetize those videos or based on the keywords that I was putting in, not even let me monetize it to begin with. I've always been used to it. It's a system that I've just worked around, but I can understand where some YouTubers are having a really tough time with it. Obviously, if you have a news channel and you talk about controversial topics all of the time, you might find it very, very difficult to mention those controversial topics, knowing that the video will not get monetized. And that would make it almost impossible for someone like Philip DeFranco to be able to do his job and talk about all the different things that are happening in the world that advertisers may not want to advertise on. Now, it's kind of hypocritical because when that stuff shows up on CNN, when that shows up on Fox News, they're more than glad to advertise there, but for some reason YouTube is preventing them from advertising here on their website. But that's up to YouTube. They get to determine how to run their site. I don't think it's right. And here's the thing, if this is just a bot using a policy that's applied to every channel equally, then I guess that's not the worst case scenario. It's going to hit even the smallest YouTuber who chooses to talk about those topics, as well as the largest ones. But if they are using this as a tool to get rid of some very popular channels who do content that they may not necessarily like on the website, I don't know, that's the type of exploitation I certainly could not get behind. If you know me at all, you'll know that these days I have no love for any of the channels that stir the pot here on YouTube and make this a less interesting and safe place. I have stirred that pot myself in the past and have chosen to never do that going forward unless it's absolutely something I feel like I have to talk about like this. But that said, I think that they should be treated just the same as everybody else. If this policy is coming into place, it needs to apply to everyone equally. And I know there's some of you scratching your head right now saying, so what? It's not monetized. You won't be able to get advertisement revenue off of it. There's still plenty of good reasons to talk about that stuff regardless, and I agree entirely. It's just that websites who talk about this stuff almost exclusively, channels who run news shows, are going to be afraid to talk about certain topics, things that they should be talking about, things that we should all be talking about, and that can really suck, and that may include me. Now, I'm perfectly capable of letting a video not be monetized. I made videos knowing they wouldn't be monetized, including this one. It will most likely not be monetized because of the things that I'm talking about here. That said, not everyone is in a position to be able to do that. And honestly, already successful channels like DeFranco or anybody else who are resourceful will be able to make their money any other number of ways, by selling merchandise or by convincing sponsors to advertise directly in their video. But that's the frustrating part about this. If you can sell t-shirts through that video, if you can sell Audible or anything else, if they're willing to advertise in the video, then I cannot possibly understand why YouTube wouldn't roll advertisements before and after that video. Just doesn't make sense to me. That is, to me, hypocritical. At the end of the day, YouTube is a private company and they can do whatever they want. They can observe free speech if they want to, and they certainly don't have to. They can choose to monetize some videos, all videos, or even none videos. That's entirely up to them. God, I hope that day never happens. I wonder what we'll all do if it does, but it's entirely possible. It's up to them. That said, though, it's nice to see YouTube changing its policies and doing something we've always wanted them to do on some level: curate YouTube. But I think this might be the wrong place to start. And I think it's definitely going to leave some very, very good creators like Philip DeFranco out in the dust. And I think that really, really sucks. But that's the story as it stands. I may not be 100% accurate here. There is no official response from YouTube yet. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, and time will tell. I hope that it turns out to be not as bad as everybody's thinking it's going to be. You know, you never can tell with stuff like this, but I really wanted to get my opinion out there and talk about it. I didn't want to wait till I got home on Monday and all the damage was already done. And I really want to hear your feedback about it on Twitter, here in the comment section. Let me know, guys. I'm sorry about the poor quality of this video. It's definitely something I wanted to talk about today, and I wasn't going to let all of these weird things, including this giant pimple on my face, keep me from doing it. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon. Let me know what you think. Should they be going after some of these channels that are semi-destructive? Should they be censoring this type of speech on YouTube? Should they choose not to monetize it? I don't know. It's difficult for me to really say because I know it's their website, so they can do whatever they want, and we're at their mercy. Maybe it's for the better, maybe it's not. I'm curious to see your opinion. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon.